What is up, Internet Land? Zacchaeus Prime, aka Zacchaeus Prime, here with the Transformers third-party review. The figure I'm taking a look at today is the Newage Paimon. And for you Genshin Impact fans, it is not that Paimon. For one thing, Longhaul can talk about himself without referring to himself in the third person every single damn time. But yeah, this is first of all, this is day 2 of my Devastator week. Again, big ol' shout out to ShowZ Store for shipping me my stuff quickly and nicely. Everything came safe and sound from China. It only took about 2 weeks and was really good. Really good price, really good shipping. It was great. I actually do quite a bit of business with them, and I like it. But anyhow, this figure is actually one of the better figures of the lineup. It is just really solid, really clean. Yeah, he's got wheels, but you know what? He's got wheels. He turns into a construction vehicle. Not a problem. But yeah. The only negative thing I could possibly say about this figure is I have no idea where his knee actually is. If it's up here or down here, or I'm not even sure Newage knows. But let's take a closer look at this figure. But first and foremost, let's take a look at his accessories. He comes with the horn, just like all of the other Constructicons. That fits into his hand, and he holds it just fine. Again, this is exactly the same as what we've seen before. Just a simple piece of plastic molded in this, painted in that brass color. He also comes with a gun. And this is, of all of these guns, why are you not focusing fully? Focus on the gun. There we go. Of all of the guns that these figures come with, this is the only one that's got a fully round handle. So he holds it really well. It just plugs in and feels nice and secure and doesn't rotate around. It doesn't clatter. But he holds that just great. It's basically the same shade of gray as his arms, so that's something to think about. And he comes with a pile of Energon cubes if you need more Energon cubes to add to your ever-growing stack. Now, somebody mentioned that they did want to see him next to Newage car robots, so there he is with my pal Smokescreen. Throw him up next to Starscream. And swap him out for Megatron. Come on, man, just stand properly. There we go. Normally I have issues with making Starscream stand because he's got heels that are questionable at best. But yeah, this figure is really fantastic. In terms of articulation, his head is on a ball joint. Doesn't really look up and down much. He's got a transformation joint, but as soon as you start using that, why is this not focused? There we go. As soon as you start using that, it breaks the sculpt and it doesn't look all that great. But it does rotate just fine, and he's got, you know, a little bit of attitude on there. Gray paint and red paint on there, some black paint here on his chest, silver on those headlights, blue for that window, red and purple on his knees. Gunmetal hubcaps. But I don't know why I suddenly went down to the paint apps when I'm talking about articulation. Arm does go all the way around. Comes out for that much of a tree pose, not a full tree pose. Arm is double jointed with this ball joint here and a hinge here, so he goes up just fine. And that ball joint also acts as his, bicep rotation. Hand rotates here and opens and closes. He does have an ab crunch and a waist rotation. Leg will go that far forward, that far back, goes out for the full Van Damme. He's got a thigh swivel. He's got a double jointed knee. if you consider this part being the knee. If you move this tire just out and about, it'll bend really deep. There's also a joint here that also would work as the knee. I know that's technically a transformation joint, but it also makes a very fine looking knee. So either one of those will get you a full range if you move that tire out of the way, and most of a range if you don't. So still all good. Toe does ankle has got the tiltage going on, so you can get a nice wide stance. You get a nice wide stance. He's got the full Van Damme, what can I say? But let's get this guy transformed up real quick. What we want to do for this guy is you want to disconnect this tab from here first. And then you've got these, you can see these two sliders here underneath his chest. You want to slide this chest section forward. Move his head all the way back. It'll sit right behind here, like so. Now, for his arm, you'll notice that there's a tab right here on the back of his arm. What you want to do is you want to bend this down, and then you want to rotate his arm around so that that tab is now facing forward. And then you just want to kind of like angle this in like that, so it slides in and then pivots up into place, and that will put that tab into place. And then his hand, which folds away. Now you've got a tab here and a slot on the side of his arm, and you'll just tab that into the slot, just like so. And we'll do the same real quickly for the other side. So bring his arm all the way around, put it into place, slide it up like so, fold in his hand, put the tab in the slot, and then we want to take this and bend this backwards. You'll see there's two little cutouts on his waist, one here and one on this side. His hand actually fits into that spot right there. You want to take his wheels and bring them out to the side. And as we bring these up, you can disconnect this, bring this forward on that double joint. And then this little, well, by the way, this panel is die cast. This untabbed from a slot here, and it's going to plug into a different slot on his toe. Open this up, and that's a leg pretty much done. We're going to do the same for the other side. So untab this, bring it forward, tab it back in, bring that up. We've already got the tire out. Take these, tab them together. Now these little tabs here are going to plug into this slot right here on his butt. Like so. Bring his wheels down. And then last but not least, there's this little peg. Let's see if I can get that focused. I don't know why he's having difficulty focusing. There's a little tab here and a little peg here. That peg plugs into this hole here, and that tab plugs into that hole there. So you just tab it all together. And now you have a little dump truck. Throw some energon in the back of there. And he rolls around just fine. You can even take and dump it if you want to, so it's like he's got action features as well. Great little figure. Super cute. Long Haul was actually one of my very first Transformers when I was just the smallest of children. But yeah, he looked great, feels great. It's a great set. I'm looking forward to having all these figures together. There's day 2. Again, big ol' shout out to ShowZ Store for the fast shipping and whatnot. And yeah, tune in again tomorrow. Go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss it. And leave a like and a comment if you want to. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow. See ya.